Okay, so I checked everything. All the parts are here. So, and they're nice enough that the board has little diagrams on it and the parts number. So all I need to do is put it in the place and solder it on. Warranted. I've never soldered before, so except for when I was like a kid, fooling around. So this will be interesting. I'm sure the first one will be pretty cruddy, but I do have some desoldering wire, so if I'm making mistakes I can fix it up. I'll start, and when I get a bit of progress done, then I'll come back and I'll show you what I've done so far, and then we'll keep going like that. Alright, I'll talk to you in a minute. Okay, so I've put in all the resistors. They're all in there. I haven't chopped the bits off yet. And I've also put in the Zener diode, which was directional, so that went in. But resistors aren't directional. You can put them in any way you like, supposedly. So that's all done. I'm going to clip those off, and then I'm going to do the capacitors next, I believe. The capacitors and the capacitors. All the capacitors are going in next. So I'll come back when I've done that. That's shaping up nicely. I may have stuffed up one, but as I'm going along, my soldering is getting better. It's not good, but it's getting better. Alright, I'll be right back. Okay, so the capacitors are now all soldered in, and I've trimmed the stuff off the back, and that looks alright to me for my first shot. Anyway, so that's done. Next we move on to transistors. So next we'll be sticking all the transistors in. Okay, so when I get back I will have done that. Alright, thanks, bye. Okay, so all the transistors are in now. That's all. They're all soldered in. So it's starting to look alright, I think. Don't really have much to compare it against, but that's what it's looking like at the moment. All the transistors are in. Now we move on to so now we're moving on to things like the IC socket, housing, slide switch, buzzer, and pins. So I'm guessing that's a little bit more tricky. Alright, so I'll come back when that's all in there. Sorry about that camera being a little bit wobbly too. The bit of furniture that the camera was resting on when I was putting the body together has actually been moved, so it's actually been like 3 weeks since I did that. That's been pretty busy with uni and stuff anyway, so but that's the story why the camera's moving around a bit, and I haven't found a suitable bit of furniture to mount the camera on for this part, so I'm winging it. Alright, anyway, I'll come back when I've soldered the rest of that stuff on. Alright, bye. Okay, so we've got a few of the more interesting bits all stuck on there now. So we've got this bit thing here. That's the buzzer. We've got the switches attached. The IC socket, so you stick the chip into that. And then we've got these pins here and here as well, which we stuck in. So some more interesting stuff other than just resistors and transistors and stuff. So yeah, So it's coming along nicely. I still got a little bit more to go by the looks of it. It's what are we doing now? Looks like we're onto the LED part now, so we'll be sticking LEDs in all up here and hooking the receiver part up there, and that all happens at this end here. So let's go ahead and finish that up now, because then we attach the leads to the motors and the battery, and we attach the batteries to it, and then the leads to the motors, and then we're done, and then we can watch it move. I'm excited. Alright, here I go. Alrighty, so there we go. The infrared sensors have all been attached. So now we move on and we start working on the motor and hooking it up, and then and the batteries section too. Alright, so I'll come back when the batteries and the motors are hooked up. Alright, thanks. Okay, so looks like we are done here. There wasn't really much to it. Actually, it was quite fiddly the last little bit, which is why I got carried away and finished it up. There we go. So that's all done there. It looks pretty snazzy, I think. Just like the box, maybe. And pretty close to the box. Anyway, so the next video will be the test drive. Alright, so that's pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Alright, bye.